Hello dear students, today we will discuss chapter number 8 part 5, that is last part of this chapter, and the chapter name is comparing quantities. And in previous part we have discussed exercise 8.3 question number 1 to question number 6, and in this part we are going to discuss rest of the questions of exercise 8.3 from NCERT. Now question number 1. Arif took a loan of rates 80,000 from a bank. If the rate of interest is 10% per annum, find the difference in amounts he would be paying after 1.5 years if the interest is first compounded annually and second compounded half yearly. Now in this question, 80,000 rupees, this is principal, rate of interest 10% per annum, and time is 1.5 years. These three terms are given and we have to find amount if interest is compounded annually and if interest is compounded half yearly, and then we have to find the difference of these two amounts. Okay, as given in the question, find the difference in amounts. Now first of all we have to find when interest is compounded annually. That means we have to find if interest is compounded annually. So principal is given P equals to 80,000. So this is 80,000 principal is given and 10% per annum. So rate of interest, that is R equals to 10% per annum is given, and we have, and time is given 1.5 years. That means T equals to 1.5 years. And here we have to find amount when interest is compounded annually. These terms are given. So by the formula, we know that the formula, that is amount equals to P1 plus R upon 100 to the power n. Now this is the single formula of amount. So what we have to do, first of all we have to find amount for 1 year. After this we have to find interest for half year. So for 1 year, amount equals to P, so 80,000 principal is given, 80,000, so just put the value 80,000, 1 plus R is given 10%, so this is 10 upon 100 to the power n. N is time, so time is, here we are going to find for 1 year. Here we have to going to find amount for 1 year, so time will be here 1. Now 0 and 0 cancel out, so just simplify it. So this is 80,000, 10 into 1, 10 plus 1, 11 by 10. So this is 11 by 10 to the power 1. So just simplify it, 0 and 0 cancel out. So it will be 8,000 multiplied by 11. So 11 8 is 88. So 88,000. Now the next step is, this is the amount for 1 year, 88,000 rupees. Now for next half year, this is 1.5 year, so this is amount for 1 year, and now for next half year we have to find interest. So this will be simple interest. So formula will be PRT upon 100. So here the amount of 1 year, that is 88,000 rupees, is become the principal of next half year. I am repeating the statement. The amount of 1 year, that is 88,000, is become the principal of next half year. Okay, so P, here we have to take 88,000 as a P. So 88,000 into R is given 10%, time is for half year, so here we can write for half year. Okay, So time is half, so 1 by 2, and this is 100. So now this is the interest. To simplify it, 0 and 0 cancel out, and again 2 4 are 8, 2 4 are 8, and double 0. Now I equals to 4400. Okay, so amount for 1 year, that is 88,000, and interest for next half year, that is 4400. So total amount equals to amount, that is 88,000, plus interest, that is 4400. This equals to, so just add this, so 0 plus 0 0 0 0, and 0 plus 4, that is 4, 8 plus 4, that is 12, 2 carry 1, and 8 plus 1, that is 9. So this will be 92,400 rupees. Now this is the total amount when interest is compounded annually. Now when interest is compounded half yearly, this is first part and this is second part. Compounded half yearly. Compounded half yearly. So here we have to find again amount for interest is compounded half yearly. So P is given 80,000, R equals to 10%. So here the interest is compounded half yearly. That's why we have to divide by just 2 to the R. So 10% divided by 2, it becomes 5%. Okay. Similarly, time is given 1.5 year. So, and here the interest is compounded half yearly. So we have to multiply by 2. Okay. So to simplify this, 2 1 2 plus 1. That is 3 by 2 into 2. 2 will be cancelled out. So 3 is here. So time will be 3 half year. Okay. I just repeating the statement. When interest is compounded half yearly, we have to just divide by 2 to the rate of interest and multiply by 2 to the time. So R is 5% and time will be 3 half year. Okay. So just put the value in this equation. So formula will be amount equals to P1 plus R upon 100 to the power N. So just put the value. P is 80,000. 1 plus R is given 5% upon 100 to the power N is time. So time will be 3 half year. So just simplify it. 5 2 are 10, 0. 5 1 are 5. Now 80,000. So just simplify it. 20 into 1, that is 20, plus 1, that is 21 upon 20 to the power 3. Now amount equals to 80,000. So 21 upon 20 to the whole cube, that means 21 is multiplied by 3 times and 20 is multiplied by also 3 times. So just simplify it. 0 0 0. 3 zeros are cancelled out. 2 2 are 4, 4 2 are 8. That means 2 2 2. That is 8. So it will be answer 8 1 are 8, 0, 80, 10. So just simplify it. 21 into 21 into 21. It becomes 9261. And 10 is multiplied, so 92610. Now this is the amount, 92,610 rupees when interest is compounded half yearly. Here we have to find difference between amounts. So when interest is compounded annually, the amount will be 92,400. When interest is compounded half yearly, the amount is equals to 92,610. Now the difference of amount equals to 92,610 is greater than 92,400. So just subtract it. 92,610 minus 92,400. So just subtract it. That means 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. 6 minus 4, that is 2. 210 rupees. Now the difference of amount equals to 210 rupees. Now this is the answer. It's very simple. Now the next question, that is question number 7. Maria invested 8,000 in a business. She would be paid interest at 5% per annum, compounded annually. Okay, so P is given 8,000. And R is given 5% per annum. Here we have to find the amount credited against her name at the end of the second year. Now the first part, the amount credited against her name at the end of second year. Time is given 2 years. Second year, that means 2 years. So here we have to find amount. So interest is compounded annually here, as it given in the question. So amount equals to, formula will be P1 plus R upon 100 to the power N. Now just put the value. P is 8,000. 1 plus R is given 5% upon 100 to the power N is time. So time will be 2 years. So this is 2. So just simplify it. It will be cancelled out. 5 2 are 10, 0. So 8,000, 20 into 1, 20 plus 1, 21 upon 20. So it will be 21 upon 20 to the power whole square. So simplify it. 8,000, 21 upon 20 to the whole square. That means 21 is multiplied by 2 times and 20 is also multiplied by 2 times. So 0, 0 cancel out. 2 4 are 8, 0. Again 2 2 are 4, 0, 20. So let's multiply 20 into 21 into 21. 20 into 21 into 21. So this will be now 20 into 21 into 21, that means 441. Now just simplify it. 2 1 are 2, 2 4 are 8, 2 4 are 8, and 0 will be there. So amount for 2 years, that is 8820 rupees. Now the second question. That is the interest for the third year. So here we have to find interest for the third year only third year. That means interest will be, we have to find simple interest. We have to find simple interest for third year. So it will be when amount of 2 year, that is 8,820, becomes the principal of next third year. Okay students, so here the formula will be TPRT upon 100, and here the principal is 8,820, and this will be amount. So this amount is the principal of next third year. Okay students, so just put the value principal as amount. So 8820 multiplied by R is given 5% into time is, so third year, that means here we have to find interest for only third year. That means it will be 1 year only for third year. So it will be 1 year. So this is 1, time is 1 year upon 100. Now 0 0 cancel out. 5 2 are 10, and it will be cancelled out. 2 4 are 8, 2 4 are 8, 2 1 are 2. Now 441 into 1, that is 441. So interest of third year will be 441. Okay student, now this is the answer. Interest for third year. Here we can write interest for third year. Okay, we can write like this. Now this is the answer, interest for 41, and it will be also the answer, the amount of 2 year. This is the complete explanation of question number 7. Now the next question, that is question number 8. Find the amount and the compound interest on rates 10,000 for 1.5 years at 10% per annum. Compounded half yearly. Would this interest be more than the interest he would get it if it was compounded annually? So here the principal is given 10,000, time is 1.5 year, and rate of interest is 10% per annum is given. First we have to find amount and compound interest when interest is compounded half yearly. After this we have to find amount and compound interest when the interest is compounded annually. Then we have to clarify which interest is more. Okay, as the question is given here. Would this interest be more than the interest he would get it was compounded annually? Okay students, so first of all we have to find when interest is compounded half yearly. When interest is compounded half yearly, in this condition we have to find amount and compound interest, and the given as given in the question, principal is 10,000, so P equals to 10,000, time is 1.5 year, 1.5 year. Just simplify it, so it can be 3/2 year, and compounded half yearly, that means time is multiplied by 2, so 3/2 into 2, 2 cancel out, 3 half year. Okay, time is 3 half year. Now R is 10%, so R is equals to 10%. As the interest compounded half yearly, that means we have to divide by 2, so this is 2 5 10, 5%. Now principal is 10,000, time is 3 half year, and R is 5%. And here we have to find amount. So amount is formula P1 plus R upon 100 to the power n. Now just put the value. So P is 10,000, 1 plus R is given 5% upon 100 to the power n. N is given 3 half year, so this is 3 year. So just simplify it, 5 1 5, 5 2 10, 0. Now A equals to 10,000, 20 into 120 plus 1, that is 21 upon 20 to the power 3. Now this is 10,000, 21 into 21 into 21 divided by 20 into 20 into 20. Now 0 0 0, 3 zeros are cancelled out, 2 5 are 10. Now amount equals to 5 into 21 into 21 into 21 divided by 2 2 ja 4. Now just simplify it. So 21 into 21 into 21. We know that the cube of 21, that is 9261. So this will be 5 into 9261 divided by 4. Now just simplify it. 5 into 9261 divided by 4. We can get 11576.25. Now this is the amount And here we have to find also compound interest, CI. So we know that formula of CI equals to A minus P. Amount is here 11576.25 minus P is here 10,000, so it will be 10,000. This equals to 11,576.25 minus 10,000, so it will be 1,576.25. Now this is the compound interest, 1,576.25, and this is the amount when interest is compounded half yearly. After this, we have to also find the amount when interest is compounded annually. So when interest is compounded annually, in this part we have to find also the amount and compound interest. Okay, so P equals to 10,000. Again, principal is 10,000 is given. Time equals to 1.5 years, and R is 10%. Now, first of all, we have to find time is given 1.5 year. Okay, so we have to find, first of all, we have to find amount for 1 year. After this, we have to find interest for half year. Okay, so for 1 year, amount equals to, as we know that the formula P1 plus R upon 100 to the power n. So just put the value here. P is 10,000. 1 plus R is given 10% upon 100 to the power n. N. So here for 1 year, we have to find amount. So time is 1 year. 1 year. Okay. So now just simplify it. 10,000, 0, 0 cancel out. 10 into 1, 10 plus 1, 11 by 10. Now 0, 0 will be cancel out. 11 into 1, 11. 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros are there. So 11,000. Amount will be 11,000 rupees. Now we have to find interest for half year also. For half year, interest equals to PRT upon 100. So here amount, that is 11,000, is become the principal of next half year. Okay, so the formula will be PRT upon 100. So P is here 11,000 into R is 10%. Time is half year, so this is 1 by 2 upon 100. Now 0, 0 cancel out. It will be 2, 5 are 10. So I equals to 5 into 110. So this is 500, 5 1 5, 5 1 5. Interest is 550 rupees. So total amount equals to amount, that is 11,000, plus interest, that is 550. Now the total amount will be 11,550 rupees. So total amount is 11,550. So compound interest equals to total amount minus principal. So total amount is here 11,550 minus principal is 10,000. So just subtract it. So 11,550 minus 10,000. So it will be 1,550 rupees. Now this is the compound interest for 1.5 year, that is 1,550. And this is the compound interest for when interest is compounded half yearly, so it will be 1576. So 1576.25 is greater than 1550. Okay, so as the question is given here, would this interest be more than the interest he would get it if it was compounded annually? That means answer is yes. Yes, it is greater than when it is compound interest is greater than when it is compounded half yearly. It is greater than the compound interest when the interest is compounded annually. Okay, so yes, it is the answer. Now the next question, that is question number 9. Find the amount which Ram will get on rupees 4096 if he gave it for 18 months at 12.5% per annum, interest being compounded half yearly. Now, principal is given 4096, time is given 18 months, and R is 12.5% per annum, and we have to find amount, and here the interest being compounded half yearly. Okay, so simply P is given 4096, time is given here 18 month, so we have to convert into year, so just divide by 12. So 18 by 12 year. As the question is given, interest is being compounded half yearly. Compounded half yearly means time is multiplied by 2, so this is, so we can 18 by 12 into 2, it comes into half year, so this is 2 6 are 12, 6 3 are 18. Now 3 half year, time is 3 half year, and next R is given 12.5%, 12.5%. As the interest being compounded half yearly, that means we have to just divide by 2, so 1 by 2. So just simplify it, 12 to the 24 plus 1, 25 by 2 into 1 by 2, so 25 by 4%. Okay, here the interest being compounded half yearly, so just multiply by 2 by the time and divide by 2 to the rate of interest. So this is 3 half year and 25 by 4%. Principal is given 4096. Now we have to find amount. So the formula of amount equals to P1 plus R upon 100 to the power n. Now just put the value P equals to 4096, 1 plus R is given 25 by 4 into 100 to the power n. N means time, that is 3 half year, so this is 3. So just simplify it, 25 4 ja 100, so it will be 1. Now amount equals to 4096, 1 plus 1 upon 4 4 ja 16 to the power 3. This equals to 4096, so 16 into 1 16 plus 1, that is 17 upon 16 to the power 3. So just simplify it, 4096 multiply by 17 by 16 to the whole cube, that means 17 is multiplied by 3 times and 16 is also multiplied by 3 times. So just simplify it, 4 4 is 16, 4 1 is 4 0, 4 2 is 8, 4 4 is 16. Again divide by 4, that is 4 2 is 8, 22, 4 5 is 20, 4 6 is 24. Now 16 ja, now just divide by, first of all we have to divide by 4, 4 4 is 16, 4 6 is 24, 4 4 is 16. Now again divide by 4, 4 1 is 4, 4 6 is 24, 16 and 16 will be cancelled out. That means amount is equal to 17 into 17 into 17. So amount is equals to 17 into 17 will be 289. The square of 17 is 289. So this is 289. So just simplify it. We can get 4913 rupees. Now the amount is 4913 rupees. This is the answer. Simply we can solve like this, and this is very simple. Now the next question, that is question number 10. The population of a place increased to 54,000 in 2003 at a rate of 5% per annum. Find the population in 2001. In 2003, the population of a place is 54,000. We have to find the population in 2001. That means after 2 years, the population will be 54,000. So the first part, 54,000 in 2003, and we have to find population in 2001. So population in 2001 is less than the population in 2003. So less than means it may be principal, and 54,000 which is greater, that means it may be amount. So amount equals to 54,000. It is given 54,000. We can take as a amount because 54,000 is greater population than the population in 2001. Okay. So rate of interest is given, R equals to 5%, and time 2001, 2002, 2003. That means 2 year. There are 2 year gap in time. So time equals to 2 year. And we have to find principal. Okay. Now let's put the value in the formula, that is A equals to P1 plus R upon 100 to the power N. So amount is 54,000 equals to P we have to find. So 1 plus R is given 5% upon 100 to the power N. N is 2 years. So this is 2. So just simplify it. 5 2 is 10, 0. So it will 1. 54,000 equals to P 20 into 1. 20 plus 21 upon 20 to the whole square. So 54,000 equals to P into 21 into 21 upon 20. We can write 54,000 upon 1. So just do cross multiplication. We can get P into 21 equals to 20 into 54,000. So 54,000 into 20. Now P equals to 54,000. So here it will be also 20 into 20. Now it will be 20. 54,000 into 20 divided by 21 into 21. Just simplify it. 54,000 into 20 upon 21 into 21. We can get 48980 approx. Okay. So the population in 2001 is 48,980. This is the answer. Now question number 2. What would be its population in 2005? So in 2003 the population is 54,000, and after 2 years in 2005 what will be the population? That means the population in 2000 is 54,000, and after 2 years in 2005 the population is greater than 54,000, so we have to find amount. Okay, because in 2005 the population is greater, and which is greater, that becomes a amount. So we have to find amount, and in 2003 54,000, that means principal is given 54,000. Okay, time is 2003 and 2005, that means after 2 year, so time will be 2 year. Okay students, now we have to find, and R is given 5% per annum, so R is equals to 5%. Now just find the value, that is amount equals to P1 plus R upon 100 to the power n. So P is given here 54,000, 1 plus R is given in 5% upon 100 to the power n. N is time, so time is 2 year. So just simplify it, cancel out, 5 to the 10, 20. So it will become 54,000, 20 into 1 plus 1, that is 21 upon 20 to the power whole square. Now 54,000, 21 into 21 upon 20 into 20. Now 0, 0 cancel out. It will become 2 to the 4, 2 7 is 14, 0, again by 2, 2 1 is 2, 2 3 is 6, 2 5 is 10. Now 135 into 21 into 21. So it becomes 59535. Now the population after 2 years in 2005, the population is 59,535. Now this is the answer. Now this is the complete explanation of up to question number 10. Thank you so much, students.